Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's Mr. BK Farmer, and sorry y'all for the late update. I just been really busy lately, but today we in week 9 of the flower stage. So this update is basically gonna be for week 8 and week 9 of the flower stage. It's basically the same things you wanna be doing, and that's checking the trichomes, making sure you see a few amber trichomes before you chop down this plant and get ready for that harvest. So right now we are basically 3 days into the week 9 of the flower stage. And remember last week I was telling y'all want to see a few amber trichomes, a few amber colored trichomes before you harvest your plant. And right now I'm seeing about 5 to 10% amber trichomes on this plant right here. And on this plant right here, I'm seeing about 15% amber trichomes. And basically when you look at these buds through the microscope, remember I told y'all last week, make sure you looking on the actual bud, not the leaves, because the leaves, the trichomes on the leaves is actually gonna start turning amber before the buds. So you wanna make sure you looking directly on the bud to see the colors of the trichomes. I got mainly cloudy trichomes. You do not want to see any clear trichomes. If you see any clear trichomes, you want to continue to let your plant grow and just wait until you see those amber colored trichomes and those cloudy trichomes. For me, I want to see at least 70 to 80% cloudy and about 5 to 10% amber. And right now I'm seeing that 15% on this plant, and I'm seeing about maybe 5 to 10% on this plant. And honestly, that's good enough for me. You're actually gonna get best of both worlds doing that. With the cloudy trichomes, you're gonna get more of a head high. With the amber colored trichomes, you're gonna get more of a body couch lock type high. So I actually want best of both worlds. So I'm gonna give it 70%, 70 to 80% cloudy, and about 5 to 10, maybe 15% amber. So today is gonna be the last day that I'm gonna be giving these girls the 12 hours of light. So tomorrow I'm gonna be chopping these girls down and getting them ready to hang and get them ready for that drying process. I'm gonna give you guys an update on that as well when I do chop these girls down, so you can see that process. I'm gonna be chopping them down from the main branch right here. I'm gonna chop this plant down in one whole plant instead of cutting them down, branch by branch. Because when you cut it down as a whole plant, it gives you a slower dry. So basically, right now you're just seeing these plants fade out. All the leaves is fading. You can see everything is turning yellow. They're not as dark as they used to be. There's a leaf right here that I can show you an example. Let me grab that. See, remember I told you you're gonna start seeing all those fall colors coming in. All these leaves gonna start turning yellow and start dying off. That's just giving you an indicator that your plant is getting ready for that harvest stage, and they are completing the ripening stage right now. So the smell is getting a little crazy. You want to make sure you keep that airflow pumping, to keep that air circulation. Watch out for all that mold or any pests or any bud rot. You don't want to run into any of that because you already made it to the end of the growth. You basically at the end. Tomorrow is gonna be our harvest day. I'm gonna chop these plants down, get them ready for the dry. But right now, these girls are just still on cruise control. Like I said, today is gonna be the last day of the 12 hours of light. And after the last 12 hours of darkness, I'm gonna be chopping these plants down tomorrow and bringing you guys an update. But right now, just check out these buds, y'all. They all looking good. All the leaves is fading out. Like I said, this is just an indicator letting you know that the plant's finishing up. Everybody is looking ready to go. And another thing I wanted to mention, another indicator that's letting you know that this plant is getting ready for that harvest stage, it's all them white hairs. When you start seeing about 70 to 80% of those white hairs turning orange, that's another indicator telling you that your plant is almost ready to harvest. But like I said, you want to keep checking them trichomes. Week 8, week 9, even if your plant going all the way to week 10, every day you want to check them trichomes. because the trichomes, the colors, they change at different rates. Remember I said the trichomes on the leaves, they'll turn amber first before the trichomes on the actual bud. So just make sure you checking the actual bud when you check for them trichomes. You don't want to get it mixed up and thinking you looking at the actual bud and you're really looking at the leaf and you thinking your plant is ready. So just be mindful of that. Like I said, these plants came out really good. Everybody is looking really, really good. And remember I said another thing, watch them temps, especially that humidity. The humidity, you want to keep it between 45 and 50. Right now mine is at 52 because I have all the fans off because of the noise from when I'm recording. But once I turn all the fans back on, the humidity is going to go right back down to about 48, 49. But right now these girls are just on cruise control, y'all. Everything is looking good. All the buds is looking right. All the trichome developing. Everything is looking good. The leaves is fading out. And when you're growing organically, everything happens naturally. Compared to synthetic, you will have to flush your plant with a whole lot of water to get all that nutrient buildup out to allow your plant to start eating all the nutrients from the leaves. But when you're growing organic, everything happens naturally. The plant is gonna naturally tell you when it's ready, even if your pot is full of food. But I know that these pots is running out of food. I already checked the ppm runoff and it's reading about probably 700 ppm. So I know that these plants is just eating up all the nutrients out of these leaves. And everybody is just on cruise control, getting ready for tomorrow, waiting for that chop. So I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Tomorrow I'm gonna chop these girls down and I'm gonna give you the rundown on what you need to do to get these girls ready for the drive. So just stay tuned, y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all posted on everything. It's Mr. BK Farmer.